Um, Hi guys. Uh, so I just wanted to make this video now because, you know what? It's actually something that I want to talk about. Thank God. Apparently, I remember making a video about how, how cartoon characters are being turned into horror movies. And apparently that's still going on. I saw certain horror movies on Tubi involving cartoon characters. Not just Betty Boop. Betty Boop, like not the movie that's going to be made or is going to be made from certain screenshots, but there's actually a Betty Boop movie that doesn't involve someone in a mask being Betty Boop, but an actual person dressed as Betty Boop and well, the movie's called Betty's Revenge, which, okay. The movie was okay. I saw it. It's actually on YouTube. As well as another involving a cartoon character, Minnie Mouse. Mickey's girlfriend. Minnie Mouse got her own horror movie. But of course, being probably low budget, obviously, and due to it being mediocre, it's just someone in a mask. But hey, it involves Minnie this time killing people, not Mickey. And just in case you haven't seen the movie on YouTube, it's also okay. Similarly, someone getting revenge on certain people who wronged her, and in the end, she convinces the only guy in the friend group to take the Mickey mask and murder his friend. And they go off together. Yeah. Now, I don't know if I mentioned about the other horror movies involving the Disney fairy tale or cartoon characters, like for example Cinderella. There are two, or at least three, and if you include the Ugly Stepsister, involving Cinderella's Revenge, and the Cursed of Cinderella. So I don't know. I mean, I just it still blows my mind that cartoon characters, especially if they're in the public domain, which most of them are being turned into horror movies. Why? Because I guess people are just really obsessed with wanting to make a horror movie based on certain cartoon characters that are public domain, and if they're also their favorite, that they can use to be in a horror movie. And I mean, that's fine and all, but I seriously just, it still baffles me. It still baffles me about that horror movie, that horror movies are being made of certain characters from cartoons, or especially if they were created, that certain adaptations were created by Disney that are in the public domain. And my mind is blown. My mind was just blown. It's still being blown today. Just about horror movies involving mostly cartoon characters that are in the public domain. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's not just the twist. Sorry. It's not just the twisty. I can't speak. It's not just the twisted fairy tales that someone has for like a series. Not sure why that was brought up. I literally have no idea. But all I know is that um, I don't know how to think about it. It kind of, I mean, nowadays, just seeing horror movies involving certain cartoon characters in the public domain makes me confused and honestly underwhelmed. But I find it okay. But at the same time, I don't know how to feel about it either. It's just odd. I'm trying to find the original video that I made. Sorry. Apparently, I can't find it. I don't know if I'm going blind or if I'm just not looking hard enough, like looking at the titles. What is wrong with me? I mean, okay. There are other horror movies that have been made with cartoon or cartoon certain characters, especially um, certain adaptations created by Disney that are in public domain, made into horror movies, including certain examples like Snow White. Unlike the whole twisted fairy tales series that someone decided to create because they, for some reason, think that creating horror movies based on characters being in the public domain seems cool or delightfully twisted. I really don't know. But, yeah, I, I, I'm sorry. I'm just scrolling and I can't fucking find it. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. No, wait. I seriously can't find it. I don't know if I'm looking hard enough. I don't know. Let me. I just can't find it. I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid. But anyways, yeah, certain characters from cartoons or certain adaptations from Disney being in the public domain are being made into horror movies. They still are, especially due to that twisted fairy tales series thing that some guy wanted to do for some reason I seriously don't know. like I said, it has blown my mind. And I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, the certain horror movies are available on YouTube or certain apps like Tubi, for example, and you can watch them for yourself if you have YouTube or Tubi. But I just want to let you know about that. I just. Okay, so the first horror movie that about a cartoon character, Winnie the Pooh. Then there was Bambi, Peter Pan, uh uh oh right, Mickey Mouse. No wait. It was Winnie the Pooh, then Mickey Mouse, then of many others like Peter Pan, Bambi, Cinderella, uh Popeye the Sailor Man. Then recently Betty Boop, like uh if I remember correctly, a couple of months ago. But then also like Minnie Mouse, Snow White, and there's many others more for some reason, part of that Twisted Fairy Tales thing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they can do whatever they want with certain characters being in the public domain. I mean, that's fine. That's completely fine. I'm not judging you, but oh my god, does everything have to be made into horror movies? I I I guess, but I don't know if I'm just weirded out nowadays or if I'm just weirded out by these things and questioning pretty much anything that happens, or I don't know. I just don't know. It's really baffling to me. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. They can just do whatever they want with certain characters being in public domain. If they're gonna make a horror movie, and if nobody else knows about them, then that's fine. That's completely fine. That's fine. I wouldn't be mad about it, but I would still feel odded out, just weird about it. But I wouldn't hate it. I would like it at least. Just as long as someone knows what they're doing. Right? Maybe? I don't know. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's all for this random video. If you enjoyed it, that's good. If you didn't, that's totally fine. I understand. I have nothing against that, just as long as you're not being an asshole. So, please stay safe. Please stay safe, stay at home, stay away from things that might make you uncomfortable in the outside world. See you in the next video. Definitely tomorrow, Tuesday. Bye.